Good boy, stay, Benny. Thank you. Good boy, Benny. So this is Benny, and this is his Kong, Genius Leo. Um, I know you've seen some of this before. In the prior videos, you've seen it packed just with kibble, and it fell out pretty easily. In this one, it's been packed about 3/4 of the way with kibble, and then a piece of duck jerky, sit, off, down, stay. Anyways, a couple of pieces of duck jerky were were broken up and shoved in so that they covered in an X shape a lot of the openings, and then some more kibble was put in, and then a single piece of dried liver, which you can just kind of see the edge of right there. Yeah, was put over or under the X, and then a few more pieces packed around on top, and then the same on the other side. So there's total 2 pieces of liver in there. So there's 2 or 3 pieces of duck jerky and 2 pieces of chicken liver. No, not chicken liver, beef liver. And the rest then just packed as full as it can be with kibble. And there's a couple of pieces of loose kibble in the top for an easy, quick reward at the very beginning. And so this is gonna take a lot longer for him to get through than, say, if it was just kibble. And I'm gonna show you what it's like indoors in similar comparisons, if you carefully pack it versus how you saw me pack it in the other videos. So, hey Benny, what's that? Are you gonna stand up? Good boy, paws down. Thank you, stay. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it to him on the ground here. Good boy. And when you make it so much more difficult, you see them get more active in it. Before, you saw how you just kind of rolled it around and just kind of followed it, like that. And if it's easy, that's the kind of thing they'll do. But if you make it a bit more hard, you'll see more complicated and more interesting behaviors and efforts to get at the food. Depending on how complex you make it, this is probably like a moderately difficult pack, in that anybody could pack it, and it works fairly well. You could pack it harder, but then you might have some dogs who'd have some difficulty with it. Pretty much any dog should be able to get all of the pieces out of this without too much difficulty. Oh, you got a piece of liver. So, yeah, he just has to keep working at it, and he'll get the pieces out. He knows how to do this. This isn't hard or new to him. But he's happy to have you join him with his game. He always is happy to have new friends join him in playing a new game. Or an old game. Any game will do. He'll play whatever game you want to play. He's pretty amazing. I'm really quite lucky. I couldn't ask for a better dog than Benny. He's just a big sweetie, a big goofy pie. No complaints. Rescues are amazing dogs too. I mean, that's not to say that a properly bred, properly raised puppy can't be a good dog, or isn't as good as other dogs. But there's something very special about rescues like Benny and other dogs who, as a result of being feral or on their own 4 paws having to survive, engages their brain and forces them to mature and be a thinking, active participant in the world around them. And this can occur with stray dogs. It can theoretically occur in house dogs as well, but most commonly it doesn't, because they're never in any way pushed or challenged or um, encouraged to express that part of themselves. So it's usually left pretty dormant and underdeveloped. But in failed dogs and rescues and most working dogs, I would say. Is that good, Ben? It's pretty developed. It's often overdeveloped, and it feels like in many cases like you're dealing with a human. Like, I know it's not a furry human. It's not a furry little human on 4 legs. Like, he's a dog. I totally get that. You don't have to worry about that. But, like, when everybody says the same thing when they meet him, that it feels like he understands what you're saying. It feels like, even just when you're looking at each other, that it feels like you're having a conversation, just looking at in each other's eyes. Is that good? Oh, you got a piece of beef jerky. Good boy. To help enforce and create good connections between the word good boy, yes, and other major praise words, you'll notice that when he gets a treat, I always try to say, yes, good boy, or, oh yeah. Of course, always make sure you have access to fresh, clean drinking water on hand at all times for the dog. It's really important for the dog's well-being and health, that and so that they can digest the food. Especially if it's hot, it's even more important. And if they're working out, it's even more important. I mean, this isn't much of a workout, but it's still warm in here, and he's eating dry food, so it becomes even more important that he makes sure that he has lots of fresh, clean water available whenever he wants it. It's there for him. He can have it when he wants. Are y'all done? Hey, bub? Benny? Come here. You all done? Just kind of checking and making sure he hasn't missed any pieces anywhere. Basically, he's very aware of where every last piece ends up. So he wants to check every last spot that there was food at one point to make sure that he's not forgetting even a single piece. Like, there's one that he was on the bed there from earlier, or not bed, but futon, whatever you want to call it. He lies on it, he treats it as a bed. It's basically his bed when we're around here. Hey, Ben? You gonna get your toy? Get it and give. No. Good boy. Give. Come on, give. No. Benny. Give. Thank you. So, like I said, it shouldn't be that difficult for him to empty it. But it definitely extends how long. And if you know how to do it and you do it right, you put just enough peanut butter in to attract, but not enough so that they become obsessed with just licking, like he did in another video. And you pack it in layers in just the right way. You can make one of these last anywhere from the length of time you saw when he was licking and with the really easy packed, just with kibble, to this, which is almost double probably, to triple, quadruple, even longer than other times. So The more creative you get, the longer it lasts. For example, as a Kongs are silicone. No, wait, this is TPU. Sorry, this is a Kong Genius and it's TPU. I'm tired. Um, and it's food safe, so I'm okay with filling it with wet food or whatever, kibble, peanut butter, whatever, and then put it in the freezer so it's rock solid. And when it's frozen solid, then give it to the dog. And it's like a popsicle, and it takes a lot longer for them to get it out and to finish it, but it still has a lot of utility still. So that's another way also. If you freeze them, it'll keep them fresh longer. So if it's not like say like a fridge in your house, it'll keep the food from going bad before the dog gets it. So that's a good trick to keep in mind, especially in the summer. My dogs love their poopsicles. Not poopsicles, sorry, brain tired. Popsicles. I'm tired. My brain is a bit fried today. Popsicles. Poopsicles are a totally different thing. And while some dogs do enjoy them, I do not allow my dog to, any of my dogs, to enjoy a poopsicle. But popsicles are totally a different ballgame, and I'm happy to let them have them. Anyway, so you all have a wonderful day, and we'll sign off. Ben, come here. And we'll do our best in the future to bring you along with future games and treats and fun meals and different other things that when Benny has the chance. Benny, get out of there. Bad dog.